between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have. Talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. Defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his man down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and once more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal
coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You're making it some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's McCoy. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. They go to the ground. Got a little space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up.
Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting them make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Jacobs. Steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Give to the running back. Turning it on! And they're able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 17 over Georgia Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. It's a running room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Florida State!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a gap. It's Lyle. Got the 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a... 2 to the 30. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense will have to use its first time. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Taylor wants to throw. He's got him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Heaves it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Canes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes.
And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has a D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might as well stick with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminole! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but... found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They boot it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Brown has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he will finally go out of bounds. Another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We'll have to rip it up. Time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Trying to slam in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays here in the 4th quarter.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Noles have their offense in high gear. Taylor wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats? impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Taylor wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Miami! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Getting set for the point after. How in the world did he miss that? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.